Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 2021 Driver Crewman with BMW Williams, episode number 68 today for the Monaco Grand Prix of Season 5, round number 4. If you missed the previous episode of Portugal, recommend go and check that out. Of course, subscribe to the channel, see plenty more F1 2021 and F1 22 Driver Crewman videos. But coming into this one then, you can see here, we just need to advance one day and finally our Sashi upgrade is going on, which means we can finally get the final 4 upgrades applied to this car, and it means that we'll have a maxed out Williams car to be able to play this, able to drive with. As well. So all facilities to Spec 3, pretty much the aero, the powertrain and durability are all maxed out. I think there's one durability upgrade from from BMW themselves, not Mercedes themselves, but because we've got so much R&D points, we're going to purchase all of these as well. And the minor one will come in this week, for this race. The others will have to wait till Baku as well. So yes, and there is a durability upgrade. As qualifying, we got the Storm Wet icon. That's interesting. It's going to be, looks like we're going to have full wet qualifying, going from full wet to storm wet qualifying. I've only ever driven in storm wet conditions once. That was on F1 2020, but it was never in the race, and we had the safety car out, if you might remember that episode, from Italy as well. As well, you know, our slight upgrade has kept us ahead of Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin, but we're pretty much there. The midfield are all closing in on each other, likes of Alpine, Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo, even AlphaTauri there aren't too far away, and then Haas are about 4,000 light years behind everybody else. So progress is surely coming in terms of this car. In terms of qualifying though, it's going to be a soggy affair, which probably means, well, you never know. I mean, we did well last year. I was going to say we might not be doing well, but Mexico last year, we did actually get on the front row. And actual fact, it's a similar case. Somehow, out of nowhere, I found some pace in the wet. We've set a purple middle sector, and we go. Yes, the AI have set their times earlier. Notice it's intermediates. I did have a go out on wets. This apparently is the storm wet condition. It looks pretty much full wet conditions. It's absolutely bucketing down. I was following this Aston Martin car, and he was just all over the place as well. In actual fact, you can see here though, by the time we end our lap on our full wet, it's sort of gone away. So, you know, the rain is now going away, so we need to come in, change on to inters, and then go straight back out on to finish our final lap. As well, you see Tsunoda and Verstappen have been out and set some quicker times. But unfortunately, there is Russell going out, and the team just said, well, we're just going to forget about him. As eventually one bloke remembers that I'm here, and then he just decides to have their mother's meeting. Been here for 1,000 years now. Can we get out before? We need to get in. Come on, lift me up. Yes. Stop taking all day. You only need to wheel me back into the garage. The sooner you wheel me back, the sooner you can get back in the dry with your stupid raincoats on. But anyway, eventually we did manage to get on track and managed to catch up full on with 18 seconds ago. And you see it's a lot less rainy now as well. We've taken a bet of turn 1 700 up on our previous bet time, making a 10th up as Leclerc goes fast. It's a 20.9 there as well. A 10th and a half up on our previous bet time, slightly down on Tsunoda. Norris does a personal best time, but this is where, you know, we can start making up time now. Sainz crosses the line, 20.1 So Ferrari man on pole, man. I think Sainz is, if I remember rightly, is second in the championship as well. So if Sainz is there, Verstappen's only ninth. So if Sainz is on pole, that could be huge for the championship between Sainz and Verstappen. We'll have to wait and see for that. 6/10 up though, going through there, trying to brake, couldn't quite make the corner at the Noble chicane. In there towards the swimming pool there, gone purple in the middle sector again. 1.1 second improvement now through into the final sector towards Raskas. A little bit wide there, always wide there through that corner. I hate that corner on this year's game. Through the final corner, Anthony knows up to the line. Is it going to be anywhere that good? Is that? It's pole, and that is pole position. The first one and probably the last one on this year's game, but nevertheless, somehow in the wet, and I suspect the fact the AI did their times earlier, Verstappen only 12th, Gasly, McLaren on 14th and 15th as well. Even Schumacher's off the back row of the grid. Wow, what a topsy-turvy qualifying we've got, and that's going to be interesting for the race. We'll have a fast Ferrari behind us, but you know, apart from that, we should be able to take on the likes of Norris and Ilott, definitely. So we'll see what we can do. Time for the race.
Well done. Very solid results. You're looking good for the race.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote. And don't expect to see much overtaking here today. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat, Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn one?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get off to a clean start, and this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn one as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. It's Williams in pole position then. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Stroll, Callum Ilott and Leclerc, Perez, Russell, Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi, Hamilton, Verstappen and Guan Yu Zhou, and Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Fernando Alonso and Mick Schumacher, Vettel and Nikita Mazepin. And now it's time to head down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
I'd like to aim for a bit more than that, Jeff. To be honest, we are starting P1. Race strategy, it is proposed medium to soft. I did think about doing the other way around, but then, you know, most of the top 5 are doing that strategy. So 500 lights said Monaco Grand Prix, lights are out, and away we go. It's an okay start. We drift across to cut off Sainz there into turn 1, retain the lead down at the Monaco Grand Prix. As well, and straight away I think you can guess what's going to happen here. Is that Sainz is all over the back of me. Look how wide I'm going through Raskas. Just got absolutely no control through that penultimate corner, excuse me. Up to the line then for 1:15.4. Not really the pace we want to be doing. Sainz is all over the back of me. You can see at the hairpin, a little bit wide there. Don't lose too much time at the hairpin compared to what I lose at Raskas. Raskas will lose about half a second as well. But it's not helped that the tyres are overheating, which the AI don't have as well. You can see they're 103 degrees. 104 degrees, so you know that is going to be affecting the turning, my pace as well, which is why I'm not really able to pull away as well. We have set a 1:10.9 as our fastest lap. As Sainz now is in on the end of lap number 8. I don't think we'll have the pace to keep Sainz behind. I think Sainz surely has this win wrapped up, as well as Ilott, and then Tsunoda set faster, and then Verstappen does a 1:09.8, which is a second faster than what I've managed. Jump to lap 13. Stroll not able to really do anything with us. You know, he's just been sitting there. He can't get really past us again. Very deep into Raskas. Stroll will go on, as does Norris. I think that's Tsunoda, and I think Verstappen and Hamilton pitting. They're the two Ferraris. They've been setting 1:09.2s, and we've been 2 seconds a lap slower than them. And there goes Sainz and Leclerc. Can we get third though? Third is a bit more realistic, No, there's Russell. So it's, as we start in P4, and there's Perez. So we're out in what is effectively P7. We'll have to wait and see if Stroll and Norris can overcut. We have gone purple though in the middle sector on these soft tyres, and we are coming for our teammate George Russell, who has got ahead of us. We will be looking to overtake him, hopefully, and get that podium, what could be a podium position as well. And there they are. There is Stroll, Norris, and Ilott, and Norris actually comes out behind Perez. Stroll just about beats Norris to that position. And here we are then, lap 17. We've got DRS on Russell. Leclerc and Sainz are way out in front. But it's a Ferrari 1-2, a BMW Williams 3-4. So, it's going to be a good team result, but I'd like to be on that podium, thank you very much. We've got the pole. I think we deserve, at the very least, with all our defensive efforts, to be on that podium. Can't quite... The thing is, though, Raskas is killing any attack with the DRS as well. We jump to lap 19 here. You can see that... Oh, there's contact with Stroll! I don't know what Stroll... I don't know if he squeezed Stroll or something. Oh, he definitely squeezed him off there. And then there's just... It narrows down. Just didn't give him enough space. And Stroll, he's got no front wing and is out the race. Let me know who you think, Cosgrove. I think that's partly my bad for not giving him enough space, but at the same time, it does close up there, that point, and we come across the line for P4, which at the start of the weekend I'd have taken, but losing to Russell after having pole position, it's not looking. One of my reasons why I'm not a fan of this circuit, but this is a promising sign. The pace was there or thereabouts. We were faster than Russell, our best time, 1:10 flat in the end. So I think that we're getting there with this car. Verstappen only P10. That's going to change the makeup of the championship. Ricciardo set a 1:08.7, but I think obviously he had a second stop for some collision, I think, out the pits. So in terms of the Drivers' Championship, we remain in P10. Russell up to P6. Verstappen now only 11 points in front of Sainz. Leclerc moves up to third, ahead of Gasly in fourth. So not a great day in the office for McLaren. A very good day in the office for Ferrari, who have a 9-point lead in the Constructors' Championship over Red Bull now. So Ferrari's time to move on.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
Yes, but I'd like to have got the podium at least.
Your teammate had a great race today and was rewarded with a podium. Do you have any comments on the performance?
No.
Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah, thanks for wasting my time. No, it's nice to see our teammate up on the podium. We need it for the constructors, but at the same time, frustration that we couldn't get that position in the end. And as for Stroll's little incident, that was partly my fault, but at the same time, it is also the FIA viewed it as a racing incident, and you can also probably view it as a racing incident. The corner does narrow up there, and I'm trying to take the best line I can to defend in there into turn 1 and not give the position to Stroll, basically, as well. If you really need the position, take the position before it narrows up. If you're actually going to make that successful. Nevertheless, it's a good haul of points. We'll have to wait and see what we can do. We've got 2 good races coming up in the form of Azerbaijan and Canada, and then Austria as well is another good race for me. So we should hopefully get those 3 upgrades, 3 remaining upgrades. We've already got 1 of them on for this race. Get them on the car. Maybe fight for some podiums. We'll have to wait and see. If you have though enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more F1 2021 driver crew mode videos as when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.